Okie doke, I'm live. So, I was thinking of a video I made the other day, and it was something that I needed to tell myself. And at the same time, I thought, as much as I need brutal honesty, maybe I also need encouragement. So, I made a video for anybody who felt like they were in my similar position. So, I think we can have lofty ideals and goals, and it seems really difficult to go after those, almost untenable. I know personally for me, I had some stuff happen in the last year or so, and I just feel like I've hit a wall. Whenever I get to the planning stage of something, I'm like, I can't do it. Or I just instantly think of all the reasons why not to, and I think of all the factors for why I couldn't. But I brought this up in a prayer meeting maybe a week or two ago, and I started to think about the last movie I made, and I thought, I didn't see it as one big whole. I thought of all the small parts of like, okay, I did this and this, and it went by in a breeze. And then I started to think of another movie to make, and I thought, you could do this, you could do that, you could get 2 pages done in 15 minutes or 2 pages done in an hour if you wanted to really take your time. And I started to take account for all the logistics, and I thought, why don't you make a movie? And I was thinking of my studying Korean, like, why don't you make more progress? Why don't you study harder? I think oftentimes we look at ourselves and we assess ourselves. And I don't know if this applies. I'm talking, well, sorry. Well, anyway, we'll assess ourselves and think, oh, we can't do this. We just have too big of an object in our way. And I would like to, well, this is going to I know I made a video last time about nerds and stuff, but I'll do something super nerdy. I'm going to quote Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins, where he says, "But if you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal entirely, and if they can't stop you, you become something else entirely. And what's that? A legend, Mr. Wayne." You know, think about the thing you want to be in 5 years. Think about the ideal version of like, okay, this is what I want to be. This would be me with no regrets. And take a step towards that. If it's minimal, if it feels like it doesn't count, like it hardly makes a difference, take a step towards that. You know, maybe, well, for me personally, something I've got to do is work out. My brother says do 2 push-ups at the very least. It seems like almost nothing. That's something I've got to do. I need to motivate myself and think, okay, I can do 2. Do that. Maybe it doesn't seem like much, but little things that don't seem like much, they add up over time, and they become a lot of things. 2 push-ups a day for a year, let's see, that becomes like 730 push-ups in a year. And who knows, you probably do even more than that as time goes on. And the more muscle you get, the more fat you burn. That's what he told me. So, and it doesn't have to be exercise. It could be like me studying Korean. It could be an intellectual pursuit. I also want to do CG animation, and you know, a lot of tutorials will be like half an hour. So just devote a little bit of time to something and learn it. And even if I have to repeat it, just get it down to a science. Still, that's something I didn't know before. Don't discount a little bit of progress. Don't discount that small step that seems almost insignificant, because that small little step you take, it's going to set you down the path for victory. So if that small step you've got to take towards whatever it is you want, if that keeps egging on at you, and if it won't leave you alone, go ahead with it. As long as you're not hurting anybody and it's not immoral, take that step. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. So